Hello everybody, welcome back to Arthenex Plays Sunless Sea. So before we set out on our next voyage, I'm going to go have dinner with as many officers as I can and see where they would like to go. So let's invite the mechanic to dine with me and appeal. Thanks for the meal and the company. No wine, makes me sleepy. Oh yes, I can sleep too easily, that's the problem. He hesitates. There's a draught I take nightly to substitute for sleep. It works well enough and it keeps me sane and upright, but I wish I could enjoy just one night's sleep. If you could help me, we need a clay man from Polythreme. We'll need a mirror catch box, and we'll need to go to Hunter's Keep. I'll explain when we get there. No, I'm serious. I would owe you a great deal. Mirror catch boxes are rarely sold in London. They can be found in the Khanate and occasionally elsewhere. Okay. So that was the tireless mechanic. Let's talk to the irrepressible cannoneer. Oh, I can't without 5 torpedo components. Wow, this guy is expensive to dine with. Alright, maybe we won't dine with him. Speak to the doctor. He is soft-voiced, courteous, rarely makes eye contact, but often stares at other people's eyes from afar. So I can chat about science over a light dinner of Z-trout and bracket gruel, or I can chat about politics over roasted and cabbage in the Coganian style, or I can ask about his medical career. Let's ask... Looks up from a wounded sailor. No, I mustn't. No, I have stories I would wish you would wish to hear, he sniffs. Unless... Would that be Z-trout? Sure, let's chat about his medical career. A dour companion. The doctor pushes more food around his plate than he puts into his mouth, and what he eats, he chews until all taste has been squeezed out. Between bites, he sips only water, evading all questions where his opinion is sought. It is only when the subject turns to his trade that something flickers inside him, old memories of pain and pride. I fear it was my training that let me see the world for what it was, its corpse infected by malignancies with human faces. How could I dare face Hippocrates in the hereafter if I just stood by and did nothing? Nothing! His eye meets yours for the first time, fierce, damned. If 2 drops of medicine can cure the body, could 2 drops of poison cure the world? For a moment, it actually seemed that easy. His fire fades. He pushes back his chair. Pardon me, Captain. I fear I've had my fill for today. I have an intriguing snippet, and I've dined with the haunted doctor. Do I have to do this a bunch of times? Alright, well, I'll leave that be. Will the alarming scholar do anything with an intriguing snippet? I might perhaps identify this as gossip, not data, nevertheless. Sure. Ooh, zesty. This one will do very well shared. Thank you. Your payment. Well, that was worth 50 echo, so I actually made 30 echo on that. I don't suppose I could do that again. Let's try that again. I gained an intriguing snippet, and I lost 1 supplies. Then I go to the alarming scholar. I offer him an intriguing snippet, and he gives me 50 echo. Then I go to the shop. I buy supplies for 20. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I can't do that forever. Alright, so let's buy him a cask of wine. What's that exchange? Buy a cask of mushroom wine. Speak to the doctor. The art of poison. I let most of them slip away peacefully, a drop of my laudanum still on their tongues. For that sop to my conscience, I am most ashamed of all. The wine flows as the haunted doctor talks candidly of his past, of a status that allowed him to the bedsides of many of London's most infamous. In the black medicine bag he carried his tools of both his trades, as doctor and anarchist poisoner. I was a fool, he adds, a child, just a boy on a crusade, drinking in the rhetoric of the Calendar Council, thinking myself more than a mere poisoner. What I did, I do not regret. Would, though, that I had seen their true hearts before giving myself so freely to perdition. He raps his leather eye patch. The sound is hollow, sickly. It is a disappointment I well deserved. The lady taught me that much at least. No. Another time, perhaps. The hour grows late. I thank you for your company. Doctor may have more to say to you after you visit a place that touches his old interests. I gained a tale of terror, and I have another intriguing snippet I can sell. Alright? I wonder, instead of giving it straight to him, no, I don't think there's anything else I can do with that. Okay. So all that's left is the friggin' cannoneer. Alright, well, I can afford it. It's not that expensive. 5 supplies, 10 fuel. It's like 200 echo total, something like that. I've had enough to eat, thank you. I don't eat much, but I'd like to demonstrate some ideas I've had. Can you meet me on the afterdeck at 8 bells? The cannoneer has found ways to calibrate your weapons for additional death and explosions. When the smoke clears, however, it is impossible to deny that the risk and expense of most of his tricks is a little too great. Only a couple minor modifications are safe to use. But do you know, the cannoneer says, squinting thoughtfully, it reminds me of a story. The Iron and Misme Company were testing something, destroyed one of their outlying stations, destroyed it to bits. If you can find me the prototype, I can make it work for us. Can you take me to Dumont Island? I used to know the factor there. He might talk. Interesting. Alright. Let's, go back, resupply. So I wonder, poisoners. That could be Gator's Morn, but I suspect it's not. I'm not sure. Alright, anyway. Shops. And alright. Still have plenty of money. Let's go ahead and let's see. So Hunter's Keep, Demo Island, the Salt and Lions, and then up here. I'll save my recent news for now. Okay. You gotta wait for that buoy to turn over. I think I have to leave home waters before it will. Or maybe it's just a matter of time. Alright. Port report. What is this? Visit the cellar. We will need, the mechanic tells his sisters, to visit your sub-cellar. Oh, that nasty place? Lucy says airily, a little hastily. Yes, we'll take you down there, she smiles, but we'll need stories. Something alarming for Cynthia, a Z story for Phoebe, and a tale of distant places for me. Okay, well I have all of those. I need the empty mirror catch box and the clay man. Yeah, I already knew that. Alright, let's talk with the elder sister. Salt attention. Another tale of terror and one supplies. Alright. Alright, now we have to head southeast to Demure Island. Crab. And we enter the fog bank. He got off one shot at me. A soft wind from the east, the impossible scent of pine. Wonder how these guys would even know what pine smells like. Prisoner's honey. They want that down. Where was it? The udder shroom. That's where they want it. I feel like I'm burning a little bit too much fuel, but it's important to keep my terror down. Such decisions. Bargain for the impressible cannoneer is convinced that the factory knows more about a weapon. The company's terrible prototype. You'll need a bribe. It's only fair. 200 echo. I can afford that. Let's. Oh, I forgot to get more crew. Let's compile a port report. All right, let's bargain. Even with the bribe, the factor is reluctant to talk, but it seems the cannoneer knew him in the old days, and he's even more reluctant to give the cannoneer talk about the old days. Finally, he gives in. It was a place called Estival. Do you know it? It's a striking place. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. It's east, a long way east. We took it off all the maps. Not that the maps are last at Z anyway. That's all I know. Now, shall we let the past lie where it fell? Interesting. Sure, let's accept a volunteer. I lost 1 echo and gained a crew. 60% chance of success. I can spare... I don't really need the supplies. I will pass. Okay. Yeah, don't really need any of that. Alright, and we're off. So we'll swing around here and then head up to the salt mines. I don't know where that port that he mentioned is, but I'm probably not going to be able to find it anytime soon. I'm going to run with my light off for a little while. And then stop at this light ship and bats. Let's not encounter them. Try and avoid the fog bank. And the bats. And the Z monsters. Speak to the crew. Okay. Oops. Again, we'll try and slip past here without attracting the attention of the Z monster. Air has turned red. Maybe I can leave my light on some of the time. I don't think it's helping. Leave my light off on the way out and on the way back in, depending on fuel status. Alright, yeah, I don't have enough room for salt yet. Perform salt's rights. Might as well go up to the Chapel of Lights. Maybe poke a little bit east. See what this is. The Sea of Lilies. That's a shark. I think there's there's a port there. Wisdom. Alright, gone a little bit out of my way, but that's okay. Mid Harbor. Nupmint built this place as a prison for the Khanate. The prison walls are mercilessly steep. Now it answers only to its governor, and its governor answers to no one. Hand over a prisoner. Oh no, we'll pay you, the unctuous fellow says. We can always find a use for another pair of hands. We get lonely, you know. Lonely. Exchange a secret for a prisoner. Wisdom has many, many secrets, far more than one might expect to glean from the prisoners, but a discerning scholar might identify a secret which would tempt even the governor of the prison. This is unlikely to be profitable unless you have someone specific in mind. Alright, well I don't. Compile a port report. I will do that. Ships from the Khanate are most common, but you see Shellonite vessels, polythreme vessels with chained and sulky, unfinished men, corsairs disposing of their miscreants, even one furtive Irimi skiff. The wardens pay them well for their prisoners. Could ransom a prisoner, a high-risk challenge. Wisdom will release prisoners on payment of an eye-wateringly high redemption fee. It's not entirely clear whether this constitutes bribery or is a legal instance of Kaganian mercy. 3,000 echo. Rescue a prisoner. Wow, Veil's like 23%. Scale the walls. Enter through the outflow pipes. Evade the guards. Secure your rescuee without raising any alarms. Don't get eaten by giant toads. You'll only get one chance at this. It's unlikely to be profitable unless you have someone specific in mind. Okay, well, I'm not going to do any of that. I can actually buy fuel and supplies here. Interesting. Alright, let's head out. A little bit concerned about my fuel situation. And my terror situation, for that matter. Not to mention the shark that I know is lurking up here. Let's keep the light off. Frostfound is a long way to the north. That's where I'm going. Discovered Stodder's Haven, Frostbound, vast and chilly, a fortress singed by questions, answers, and riddles. Discovered Bright. Towers and ramps, Frostbound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. Wow. Alright, well let's, no spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. I can take tea. I can ask them about the castle. I can enter Frostbound if I have terror no more than 20. You should not enter Frostbound without a good reason. Well, let's compile a port report. Bickering amiably. Not all are Iremi or Withern. There's the odd researcher, an occasional deranged ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad, rubbery man. But for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. How's my, just out of curiosity, down to 23. Alright. Which one do I have a better chance of success? A riddle fisher is wearing a blue and red scarf that marks him as a contact. It would be a riddle fisher. What are the odds he'll give you a straight answer? 32% chance with mirrors. Interestingly, a withering dock squatter is also wearing a red and blue scarf. What are the odds she'll give you an answer at all? Well, I got a slightly better chance here. I might as well try. I failed. When will towers topple? Which Troy was drowned? How many battles until the iridescence? Who went east? Perhaps the riddle fisher is trying to help. Perhaps they're trying to drive you out of your mind. You're forced to give up. The mission is a failure. I've completed my commission. Return to the Admiralty. Let's ask him about the castle. If you can enter, you should not. We get enthusiasts here from time to time. Yes, you might be able to enter the castle before the appointed time. You might even find something of value there, but you'd be despoiling sacred ground, my friend. It will take your stories from you. It will take your essence, yourself. And if you survive that, you'll likely anger the gods of the Zee. Yes, they're real as the corridors of Frostbound are. Stay away, my friend, stay away. We're certainly racking up the tales of terror. I think I can buy something in Wither with them. No shops. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Alright. Well, that was certainly worthy of my time. I have time to head back to the Chapel of Lights before I head back to the Salt Lions. Now I see why they give you a way to avoid that. Is it still red even if I turn my line on? Yeah, it is. I see why they give you a way to avoid that assignment, because it's pretty tough to beat or to succeed at it. Is this where the shark is? Let's see if I can explore this square. So I'll just grab a port report, go get rid of that last black square over there, and then head back to the Salt Lions and head back to London. An interesting voyage, to be sure, but not a super productive one. Alright. I think I've got enough fuel to make it back with my light on. Even if I take a little bit of time to go remove this last black spot. Alright, it's done. Yeah, so this is likely to be the last voyage before I start just doing salt line runs to make money. So, assuming all goes well with those, the next time you see me, hopefully I will have saved up enough money for a bigger ship, better ship, better weapons, all of that kind of thing, and then I can resume exploring and adventuring on the Z. It's a little unfortunate that you have to do so much grinding before you can continue the game, I have to say. A little disappointed in that. It's not so much I don't mind the game being difficult, but my favorite part about the game is exploring. It feels almost like an artificial way to slow people down, which I don't think was necessary. Alright, I have enough room. So let's carry Sphinx on to London. And I didn't compile a port report last time I was here. That was a mistake. Sure, might as well. Lost 5 terror. Alright. Let's return to London. It's too bad there's just nothing in between the Salt Lions and London. Except for Pigmote Isle, but I can't go there anymore after I stole their treasure. What are those two things doing? Are they fighting? They're sitting there right next to him. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not going to go interrupt them. Alright, you don't see me, Mr. Pirate Frigate. Unscathed. One fuel, 2 supplies, and another fuel. Which I don't have room for. Homeward bound. Yeah, so probably going to be doing a lot of this off camera. Hopefully, it shouldn't be too dangerous. I've been over this water a bunch of times before. What I might do is just, save up the money and then see what you guys, see if there's any recommendations from the viewers about what ship I should buy and what engines and weapons and things, and wait to actually buy stuff until I've seen your guys' reaction to this video. And if there's any, you guys have any recommendations. Goodness, I just get finished saying that there's nothing on this route, and I run into a whole bunch of Z monsters. What is up with that? Wish this crab would get out of the way. Damn it. Thought I was far enough away from him. I'd like to make it back with less than 50 terror, and I think I will. Just swing around the south side of this. Did I stop at a light ship? I think I did. Yeah, I don't have a recent news. Okay. All right. Home waters. I forgot to look at the someone wants to sign on last time. Can I buy prisoner's honey here? Yeah, I can. So I'm going to sell what I've got. Okay, and we'll start with the Dark Speckled Admiral. See if there's anything in particular he needs. Oh, it's the Abbott Horizon. Well, I can pick that up on my next trip out. That's not too far from the salt lines. Submit port reports. Keep. Oh, I'm about to run out of hold space. Let's go to London and get rid of this Sphinx Zone before I do anything else. Okay. Now back to the Dark Speckled Admiral. Chapel of Lights. Frostbound. Another favor. 30 echo. Wisdom. 30 echo. 1 favor. Salt Lions. 20 echo. Alright. And the Alarming Scholar. Extraordinary Implication. 250 echo. Okay. Alright, let's resupply. So I probably am buying too much here. Let's just go with that. That should be enough to take me out to Salt Lions and Abbott Horizon and back, I would think, based on my last trip. Let's see. London. Let me recruit. Mirrors and pages. That's mirrors and veils. His daughter. I'm happy with my current crew. Okay. No more recruits. Read the morning papers. I'm with my family. Let's go back to trading in Z stories, I think, because I can pick those up again. Do I still have any restful nights? Do they go away when I come back to London? Oh no, I still have 2. Okay, so I don't need to rest. My terror is low enough. Alright, so I'm going to end this episode here. Next time I see you, unless something tragic happens, I will have a whole bunch more money and be ready to buy a new ship. So hopefully, if you enjoyed the episode, you will consider liking the video or subscribing to the channel. But either way, I hope you have a terrific day.